This is an unbelievable story that's probably not going to get enough coverage today, so make sure that doesn't happen. These guys you see right here are part of more than 115 prisoners who took over the asylum, literally took over the prison in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm going to show you footage of that in just a second. But the most shocking reason as to why these prisoners were able to do this is because guess what? At this prison in St. Louis, the doors don't lock. Well, they do, but the inmates know how to open them, so they virtually serve no purpose. I'm not kidding you. The doors to the cells at this prison in St. Louis, the inmates know how to open them, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Here's some of the footage. You see them on the fourth floor here. These are people across the street filming them that are cheering them on.
Looks like they got the water going again.
Jump out the window!
Jump out the window! Firefighter is hitting the fire on the first or second floor. Wow, burn that bitch down, she says. There's a fire down here on this second floor ledge. The inmates are up here, 115 of them, on this floor with all the windows smashed out. Some of the reports coming in suggest that it's absolute mayhem and that, yes, there's a cheering section for these inmates who, again, don't have working locks on their cells. Here we go.
Paige, it's a very tense scene out here in downtown, but it's also a surreal sight to see. I'll step out of the way. You can see the inmates. They have broken the windows. They're throwing burning debris out the windows, furniture, and people are starting to walk up, some bringing their kids, obviously bringing their cameras, getting all of this on footage, cheering them on as furniture comes out of the windows.
Wow.
And this started at 6 a.m. So for 2 hours now, those inmates have been up there chanting while the people below are chanting as well. The Justice Center, as you said, is downtown right across from City Hall. And we have confirmed that Mayor Lyda Krewson and the City Public Safety Director, Jimmy Edwards, are inside trying to negotiate with these prisoners. Now, this is at least...
Well, you know what? You wouldn't have to negotiate with the prisoners if they had cell doors that worked, that locked. We wouldn't have to worry about this negotiation process as much. Here is a press conference right after all this happened. This is St. Louis Public Safety Director Jimmy Edwards. He's speaking about the disturbance, and he mentions that part that I said where it turns out they can open up their own cell doors. Yeah, they can open up their own cell doors at this prison.
Good morning, everyone. Just as a very brief summary with respect to what happened at our Criminal Justice Center, our CJ Center in downtown St. Louis. At about 2:30 this morning, I received a call from our jail personnel. They indicated to me that there was a defiant inmate or defiant detainee who was very, very upset. That detainee got into a scuffle with our correction officer, who was then jumped by others that were detained inside
this is how it
one
started.
of our units on the fourth floor.
Okay, that's how it all started. One inmate was throwing a fit. They've got some sort of cause going on. As you can see from the photo itself, free 57, free whites, and PDI hothead. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe these are some of the people who started this back and forth. And now the other inmates jump in because why not? Just open your cell and get out. It's awesome.
At CJC. That correction officer was taken to the hospital, and we believe that he's doing well at this time. There was, unfortunately, inside of our system, in certain units, our detainees have the ability to jimmy their locks, and the locks don't necessarily lock, even though our automated panel system would indicate that the cells are locked. They are in fact not locked. And so other detainees were able to get out of their cells and into the unit.
Unbelievable. What do you make of this? I mean, the inmates are literally running the asylum in this case. Inmates break windows, set fires at St. Louis Justice Center. 115 inmates take over section of downtown St. Louis jail, and they're just partying it up. Why? Well, I mean, it's easy when you don't have any working locks on their prison doors. Maybe prison reform needs another layer to it. This one, we make sure they stay when they're in prison in their cells. What do you think? Let me know. I know you always will. How do we get to a point where something like this is able to happen? How do we have a situation where inmates are in their cells and it's known that they can unlock those cells, but nothing is done? Let me know what you think, and we appreciate you following the News Junkie. We'll talk to you again real soon.